Welcome to today's episode, guys. We've just woke up around 6 AM. The plan today is to check out the Nightcap National Park. When we was at Killam Lake the other day, we was recommended this spot by a couple we met. So we're going to head down there this morning. It's about an hour's drive from Byron Bay. We just made it to Minyon Falls. I was actually looking for the walking track, but I saw a sign saying Minyon Falls, so we've just taken that direction instead. But I think this is just a lookout, so we're going to check out the lookout, see what it has to offer, and then hopefully navigate our way back down to the walking track. But it's been quite dry at the moment, so I didn't think there'd be much water coming down on the waterfall, but it's actually pumping, which is a good sign. Just made it to Minyon Falls. I had the sat-nav set up for the walking track, but as we was driving up the hill I noticed the sign saying Minyon Falls, so I told Danielle to take a detour, but I actually think the detour has just taken us to the lookout. So we're going to check out the lookout anyway, and then once we've checked out the lookout, depending on the conditions of the falls, we'll make the decision whether it's actually worth going to the base, because the base is about a 2-hour return. So we've just walked to the viewing platform and we've noticed there's a base Minyon Falls which is 4.5 kms. So it's not really obvious. As soon as you pull up to the car park, you don't actually see any signs to tell you that the waterfall's base is 4.5 kms, but we've just walked around, had a little look, and we've managed to find the location. Just started the track and we've already got our first water crossing. I think this is going to be a bit of a long one, to be honest, but let's see how it goes. We've got 4.5 kms to the base. Right, I'm pretty sure we're done with the uphill struggles now, which was only about 5 minutes of walking, but we're currently making our way down to the base now. So I reckon give it 45 minutes. Yeah, but we got told that this was a really hard walk. Yeah, we got told to not wear open shoes like flip-flops or sliders or anything. We've come in flip-flops. But yeah, we've actually come in flip-flops, so I don't know if that's because of Australia having spiders and snakes everywhere, or just for the rock climb and stuff. But so far so good. Quite steps. Yeah, a few steps again, so we're actually not going down quite yet. But whew, it's really hot today. Good thing is though, there's a lot of trees, so there's a bit of shade coverage. Just thought we saw a snake, but
it's a lizard. Oh, maybe it is a snake.
It's a big, fat, meaty. No, it's got legs.
Yeah, a lizard.
It's a lizard. If anyone knows what these insects are, or birds making these noises, leave it in the comments below, because me and Danielle thought they were crickets, but they sound like something else. It's well trippy like. So we just bumped into the couple from the car park who literally left about 5 minutes before us, and they're on their way back up already. So they're obviously advanced and they've done this walk a few times before. But he said we're really close to the creek, and once we get to the creek we've got to do a bit of rock climbing over boulders that are like 10 foot big. So let's see how that goes once we get there. How are you feeling so far, Dan?
Well, I'm looking at these big rocks and I'm looking how small I am, and I think it's going to be a struggle.
Honestly, I didn't think the walk would be this tough. It's not exactly tough, but it's really draining. It's quite up and down. The terrain is a lot. The terrain changes quite a lot. We're currently crossing over some boulders. And
how are you going to get to that one?
And if you miss your footing, You're getting washed downhill, to be honest. So this is the rock climbing I was on about. There's all these boulders. There's the arrow there. And if you just look into the distance through the trees, I think you can see the waterfall. So we're pretty close.
Let's see how hard it's getting on.
So I reckon this is going to be the hardest part of the walk.
That wasn't too bad, was it?
Nah.
Made it. Wow.
Finally made it. Made it down here. This was definitely worth the hard yards because this waterfall is absolutely stunning. Yeah, highly recommend it if you're in Byron Bay or the surrounding areas. Make sure you head over to Minyon Falls. Gotta say, we're grateful for the people that recommended it because it's our last day in Byron today and we was umming and ahhing about coming down here. We got to the top of the waterfall and I was like, oh damn, we've seen it now, you sure you want to walk down there? And Danielle was like, yes, and I'm so glad we walked down here.
This is probably my favourite waterfall I think I've ever been to.
Yeah, I reckon this is probably one of the better waterfalls we've seen. Right, so it's the moment of truth. We're just about to take a plunge into the water.
It's going to be freezing!
It's literally going to be freezing, so here goes nothing. So refreshing, definitely what we needed. Feels so good. Freshwater swimming, eh?
So good.